good, y'all? It's your boy Redhanded TV. Y'all already know what time it is. Hey, gang, check it out, shorty. Y'all already know we on the littest reaction channel in the world, Craig. Not just the city, but the world, shorty. Oh, for them great, man. Y'all already know for today's video, we got a married teacher raped a 13-year-old student, folks. We gonna mix it up, man. This shit on true crimes, law and crime, I mean. We gonna mix it up, man. We gonna watch whatever we get our hands on, man. That's what we doing. We reacting to everything, man. I know that shit sound crazy, but we gotta see what's going on out in the world, man. I know everybody love to see these crime videos and shit, man. So we tapping in, we watching everything, folks. So if y'all got something like particular y'all want to watch or something, make sure y'all comment down below, man. I'm gonna check it out and see what's to that. Like if y'all want to see police chases, if y'all want to see more, you know, hood stuff, you know, shootings, police shootings, club shootings, gas station shootings. You know, they got all type of categories up on here, man. Comment down below what type of videos y'all like, man. But y'all already know, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much, man. We can finna get into this shit, folks.
Welcome to practice. This is where all you news become yellow turds. Yeah.
That was Brittany Zamora on social media years ago, but now the popular teacher is in the middle of a long prison sentence as a convicted sexual predator.
Officer has a body cam on him.
Damn.
So how?
My thing is, where these teachers been at when I was in school, folks? I wouldn't have told nobody. On phone now, you could have been my little secret. You feel me? They did, man. What? I had a couple of teachers I wanted to take me to the bathroom, folks. You feel me, Miss Forte back in 6th grade. Feel me? Couple of little teachers, man. Damn, folks, on 4th grade.
Did this one-time popular teacher go from the schoolhouse to the big house?
What type of perverted person are you? I want to know right now.
Well, a parental monitoring app and a concerned father blow the entire case wide open. I go through the disturbing story from start to finish in this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Let's get started.
Should have been my teacher. I wouldn't have told nothing.
Brittany Zamora's
Shout
case
out
takes us to Goodyear,
man.
Arizona, a city just outside of Phoenix, the year 2018.
Okay, we got
Welcome
Phoenix.
to practice. This is where all you news become yellow turds. Yeah.
Ooh, she's so animated.
First, we need to learn how to tackle. Go.
Zamora was a 6th grade teacher at Las Brisas Academy. She was
See, I
popular,
told
pretty,
y'all them 6th grade teachers be the ones, folks.
and married. The 27-year-old seemed to have it all.
We got
a
the same
picture-perfect
mic.
life.
Hey, Zamora.
And Miss Zamora,
no. See,
as her
look, I can
students
see it in
called
her
her,
demeanor.
appeared to be a hit with her students. But there was something deeply disturbing going on with Brittany Zamora that no one seemed to suspect until it was too late for one student. The pretty blonde teacher was getting entirely too close to him. And in March 2018, the father of the 13-year-old boy would discover something on his son's phone that sends him into a rage. It's a direct message between his son and Miss Zamora that reads, "Hey, baby." The boy writes back, "Hey, love." Miss Zamora responds, "WYD." That's shorthand for "what you doing." The boy says, "Thinking about your sexy self."
Ooh.
Zamora replies, "Ah, baby."
This ain't, I know he young, but he know what he doing, folks. He flirting with his teacher, folks. He know what he doing.
"I wish you were with me." This discovery prompts the father to confront his son, and soon, Brittany Zamora herself. And here's the kicker. The dad records the entire conversation as evidence.
What type of perverted person are you? I want to know right now. You are a monster. You are a pedophile. You're a child molester. Do you understand me?
He messaged her.
Do not call this number back again. The next time you'll hear from me will be in court. And make sure you let your husband know that you like the 13-year-old boys. And I am coming for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a wonderful evening, okay, you stupid.
can you explain to me? Can we meet, to talk about this?
Miss-
Is there something we can settle out, outside?
Oh yeah, that's what we can do. So I can give
He
you a
shouldn't
chance
have
to
said
do it to
nothing.
some other kid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. No, Miss Zamora, do me a favor. Do not call me back again.
You
You
called
understand me?
her.
Make sure you tell your husband what's going on.
He is right here. Can he talk to you?
Oh yeah, put your husband on the phone. I'm more than happy to talk to that dumb too.
It ain't his fault.
Hey, don't say hey man to me. You got a monster. If I was you, you stupid I'd leave her.
Man, listen.
No, listen to me, you stupid I'll cave your stupid head. Do you want to?
How you going off on him? And she the one sneaking and geeking with your son, fo. He probably don't even know what's going on. He probably finding
The
out
video
now.
cuts off right there, and you can clearly hear Brittany Zamora trying to calm the father down, hoping to smooth things over. But the father is undeterred. He goes to Las Brisas Academy to meet with police and school officials, revealing how he discovered the messages and the abuse.
Morning, folks. I'm Officer McFadden. I'm the school resource officer.
The meeting begins with an update on Brittany Zamora's employment status with the school.
Fired.
All right, so I know you already know a little bit about where we're at now. So Mrs. Zamora's been placed on administrative leave. She'll be coming in today, and she'll be on administrative leave pending the investigation. And she's not to have any contact with any district employees, any students or parents. She's only contacted us.
Okay. My question is, how did this all begin?
How did
we find out?
Correct, yes. How did it come to light?
So, I have an app on my son's phone.
Okay.
We got him a new phone, and he was wanting to shut his door at night. When we told him, you sleep with the door open, he was just showing more interest in girls. And I had a conversation with him, and he says, yeah, I talk to girls, but they're just my friends. So when we got the new phone, I put this app on his phone, and it alerts me. It's called Sentry.
Sentry PC is used by parents around the world. It's specifically designed to monitor, filter, and control the computer and phone activity of children.
So yesterday I got the alert, and I kept getting alerts back to back because the word baby kept being used. So I'm reading through the conversations, and I've done this before with other conversations of his as well. But this time I saw at the bottom that it had Mrs. Zamora Instagram profile.
Okay.
That's her name.
Damn.
And I'm familiar with her profile name because she's messaged me through Instagram as well. Tutoring and
all parents need to get that app. Centra, get that app, folks. That's raw as hell. That was senses words, and then it sent an alert. And damn, she popped up and read it and knew it was Instagram. That's raw as hell.
Help. And so I recognized, and I told my husband, and we looked it over, and then what confirmed it is her first name was used in the conversation, where either he wrote it or she wrote it.
Okay.
That's raw.
And so then the conversation just kept on, and it was like he was talking to a girl, like his girlfriend. So I showed my husband the conversation, and then when he came home, we talked to my son, and we told him, we need you to be completely honest right now. We already know the answer to everything we're going to ask, so we just need you to tell us the truth.
Okay.
So we showed him the conversation, and we said, who is this? Who are you talking to? And he said, my teacher.
Okay.
So then my husband, we're very blunt with our kids, and we're open, and we've had conversations with him growing up and all that is expected. And so my husband just told him,
okay,
have you done anything with your teacher? Did you have sex with your teacher? He said yes.
I got the pussy.
The resource officer asks the parents how their young son reacted when confronted about his inappropriate relationship with his teacher.
He was scared. He knew something was happening before we questioned him, because I came home and I took the phone and I shut his computer off. I took all electronics he could access, and I told him, he kept trying to ask me what's going on. And I told him, you'll find out when Dad gets home. We'll talk when Dad gets home. So he was worried. He knew that something was up.
Right.
And then after we talked to him and told him, he just kind of like got quiet and he didn't know what to say.
Shaking,
saying he's cold. Just, you know, the signs of being scared.
All of this leads to an interview with the 6th grade boy.
Damn, they got folks on the black couch.
That is your first name.
A forensic interviewer is brought in to handle the delicate nature of the situation. The boy needs to feel comfortable enough to divulge details that couldn't be more personal and more.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't finna be comfortable with no motherfucking stranger. You wanna know all my business, folk? Ain't no amount of comfortability in the world. I ain't getting that comfortable, goddammit.
Embarrassing or traumatic.
They don't want you to know about it.
Stick me in a room with a white lady on the couch.
Did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year?
You're in 6th grade. Tell me about a couple things that you like to do.
I like to play football.
Boy, I'm not answering these questions, folks. I'm not.
Write and draw.
So you like to play football, and you like to write and draw. So tell me about the last time you got a chance to play football.
The boy and the interviewer talk for several minutes, and then they get into how the abuse started.
So I heard something happened.
You ain't heard nothing.
Tell me about it. Start at the beginning. Tell me everything, no matter how small the details are, no matter how unimportant you think everything is.
Like from the very beginning, like how it all started.
Like from the very beginning, how it all started.
Well, I was texting my teacher on class prep because she made an announcement to the class that she was gonna be at school, and for us to text her because she.
Why they got this nigga voice sound like a grown man? He 13.
Text her so she wouldn't be bored. And I said, "Hi, Miss Moore," and then she texted back, "Hi," and then we just like started texting. I can't remember all we texted, but then she was like, "Would it be weird if I sent you a winky face?" I was like, "No, it's just a winky face, LOL." And then we kept texting, and I don't remember all we texted, but I was in my room, and she said, she was like, "I was bored." She said, "I'm bored." I said, "LOL, I am too." And then she said, "Come over," and I said, "On my way." And like put the car in. I was like, "JK."
How the fuck you on your way? You 13 years old. Somebody had to take you over there. Unless she lived down the street.
And then we were talking about a school dance, and she said, "Are you gonna come?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I might though." And she was like, "Oh, Salty Bay," and she called herself like Bay. And I was like, and I just like brushed off. I was like, "LOL." And then I don't remember talking. I don't remember what else we talked about. And like everything else, I don't remember.
How you remember the beginning, but you don't remember the end?
Yeah, we would flirt a lot. Like, and we would like be out at recess, and I would talk to her, and we would flirt at recess. And then, our principal said that we couldn't do that. We couldn't talk at recess no more. That I needed to go hang out because other kids are getting like jealous, and I was talking to her and not them.
The kids getting jealous.
I stopped talking to her at recess, and then I would just keep texting. I would text her.
The boy said the inappropriate relationship began with flirting, and then Brittany Zamora escalated the grooming, telling him that she wanted to perform a sex act on him.
Tell me about that. Start at the beginning, go all the way to the very end.
The first time she did, I was at my grandparents' house.
What?
And she texted me, and she was all like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey," she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm about to go to bed. I'm at my grandparents' house." She's like, "Are you alone?" And I was like, "Well, they're all sleeping, so sort of." And she's like, "Let me come over." I was like, "LOL." And then she's like, "No, I'm serious." And then she already said this before to me, but I was playing with my little brother outside in my house, and she was all like, "Let me come over so I can show you how much I love you." And I was like, "No, my little brother's here." And she was like, "Okay," and then she put the sad face. I was like, "I gotta go." And then she was all like, "Okay, I love you." And I said, "I love you too." But she was all like, where is your grandparents' house?" I'm like, I was like,
that bitch got balls.
Send me the address because her husband was fishing. And I got into the car, and she started like kissing me, and then she gave me and then I left.
The interviewer asks the boy for more
She's
details.
crazy.
Investigators will use these details to corroborate his story, details that a student shouldn't really know about their teacher.
What kind of car did she have?
A Mazda, I think she said. I don't know for sure, but I think she said a Mazda.
What color is it?
It's like a blackish purple.
Tell me more about
I
the
think
car.
I could know the
It
make
has
and
like a
model.
teacher's license plate, but that's all I've seen. And it's really old. Not like really old, but it's just not a nice car.
Fran, your shit.
So you went out to the car. What's the very first thing that happened?
She said, "Hey, baby."
And then what happened?
And I said, "Hey, baby." And then she kissed me, and then like we started like making out, but like, and then I just left because her husband texted her that he was gonna be home in an hour.
So when you back up a little bit. So when you very first met Mrs. Zamora, tell me what you thought of her.
Thought she was pretty.
Did she ever come into the house, or how did that work?
No, she never came into the house.
Okay. So if I understand this, you went out to the car?
Yeah.
So that time, second
I
time,
doing drive-bys.
start at the beginning and tell me everything. So tell me about her clothes.
The second time, the first time she was wearing a sweatshirt and like some really short shorts, and then the first time she was wearing that, and the second time she was just wearing a dress.
Now, if this wasn't disturbing enough, the boy says that some of the abuse happened in a classroom at Las Brisas Academy too, and another student was actually there as it unfolded.
When we were picking up her bags,
She got balls.
we really had no intention of doing it that time. And I was saying bye, and then like we started kissing again, and then like, yeah, bro, go outside and make sure nobody comes, because I think the janitor's there. My dad called me. He's like, "Hey, I'm here at the school." I was like, "All right," and then I left.
So when you started kissing,
This shit was inevitable.
He was drawing something on the whiteboard.
so he was there when you were kissing.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
My boy, the man on the schoolyard, man. My boy, the man out there at recess.
So then, was it time, or did he?
No, he said, "I'm gonna go outside," and I said, "Yeah, bro, go outside."
The victim reveals intimate details about Brittany Zamora to the investigator, details that he could only know if he was telling the truth about the abuse he suffered at her hands. But the abuse wasn't just physical. It followed him home via his phone.
And you said she sent you pictures. Tell me everything about pictures.
But sometimes I would ask, and then like sometimes I wouldn't. She'd be like, "You want a picture?" And I'll say yeah.
Well, what do the pictures look like?
There'd just be like her stuff, or like one time she sent me like a full body picture of like her in this like outfit, like you can have anything right here, or like her stuff.
And how did she send that to you? Like, what was the social media platform that?
Instagram.
I was just thinking that's some shit she'll take for the gram.
Did you screenshot any of those? Is there a time that someone else saw one of those pictures?
One time she sent me a picture of her like covering herself, and she was in her underwear. And my friend, he seen that one.
And who?
Stop snitching.
What's his last name? And how do you know him?
He's been my best friend since 3rd grade.
And do you have any idea when the first pictures were sent? No? Okay. So, I understand.
This is a
how
fucking
all of
interrogation
this
right here in a nice
makes you
way.
feel.
Good.
My stomach just hurts. I don't feel good.
That's because y'all made the boy feel like he in trouble.
The testimony of the child is downright disturbing, and when coupled with the digital trail she left behind, it all leads to Goodyear police detectives tracking Zamora down and taking her into custody.
She going.
Copy. You should have a picture of him. I'll let you know.
Yep, I'm on. So as I said before, this officer has a body cam on him as well. So just to make you feel more comfortable, even though...
She should have pulled up and saved me.
Okay, Brittany, come on over here.
Yeah.
Did you double lock?
I didn't. I don't see where my keys.
Okay. Brittany, I'm going to turn your wrist in here, okay?
No, we just want to make sure they don't pinch you. Okay. So we double lock them so they don't close any tighter, okay? That way they don't hurt you.
Bullshit.
Otherwise, you squeeze shut.
Brittany Zamora is charged with sexual conduct with a minor, attempted molestation of a child, and public sexual indecency.
Did you know about that? Do you have anything on you that's going to hurt me, poke me, stick me, Brittany? Do you have anything on you that's going to hurt me, poke me, stick me, anything like that?
No.
Anything dangerous? No weapons? Okay.
Can we take the ring off?
Yeah, can you?
Am I going to be able to put it back on?
Yeah, you will. This is your personal property.
So everything that goes in this bag.
I'm going to take your necklace off as well.
So we'll document it.
Can you unhandcuff me so I can take my belly button ring out?
You're what?
We'll let you.
We'll do that at the jail.
Okay.
We're not going to have
Or
you
at the station.
do that up here. Yeah. And then we'll have you do the same with the nose ring too.
Where you going? You ain't gonna get none of that stuff for a long time.
No, it's back there. Yeah.
I got it. Okay. All right, go ahead and face the vehicle for me.
She says she does have a wire.
A wire? Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is a blade technique. I'm just going to go below the breast, okay? And then you're wearing a dress.
She don't mind you touching her.
Other than that, you don't have anything stuffed in your bra?
No.
Okay. Okay. And then is this just an outer?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can take it off.
No, you can keep it on. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Can you turn towards me? Open up your mouth. Lift up your tongue. Okay. And then I will help you. I know it's a big step.
I'm only 5 foot.
I know. I feel it.
Girl.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. And scoot your butt a little forward, and you're going to be able to lean back and put your arms right here.
So it's kind of a cutout a little bit.
Like this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Try
And
not
you
to
can.
put your weight on them.
Yeah.
Brittany Zamora, a wife and teacher, is now on her way to jail.
Going to jail.
One female in custody on board. En route to ops. Starting 4-6.
Copy.
Put
Do you want the
in
window down a little bit?
Pokeball.
Okay.
A stunning fall from grace. An educator trusted to care for children, someone who is supposed to provide a safe environment for them, now stands accused of violating the trust of the school and parents. Police and Zamora arrive at the station.
Yep. And then we are going to go over to that wall. This way. This way.
Stop at the wall?
Yep.
Zamora doesn't yet know what the charges are against her, but because Las Brisas Academy has placed her on administrative leave,
She know
and
what's
because
up.
the victim's father confronted her by phone, it's not hard to put the pieces together. But police now need to get her side of the story.
Did they tell you why you're here? They didn't tell you why you're under arrest?
No.
Okay. It's involving that relationship with... Okay. So I told you a little bit ago that I would...
Lawyer.
was going to come and talk to you and give you the opportunity to tell me what's going on. Okay. Obviously, we both know why you're here. How long have you, or where do you work right now, Brittany?
Las Brisas Academy.
And how long have you been there?
Since July.
What's your first year?
July, that's my birthday. Leo gang, what's up, man? All the Leos, comment down below. Leo gang.
Elementary school.
And how long were you there?
From July 2013 to May 2017.
And what's your position right now?
6th grade teacher.
You said this is the first time you've been in trouble. Yeah. And you're 27, so you made it a long ways. So I'm not going to judge you, and people do make mistakes. So there's mistakes that are made in life, and they happen, and it's basically how people move on from those is kind of who they are as a person. So I'm not going to deny that, that it's something, and I'm sure you're not either, that it's something that shouldn't have happened. But I'm not going to call you a monster or anything like that and say you did something so crazy that you're a horrible person. So
He feel
I
that
wanted
way.
you to explain, how this came to happen.
Can I meet have an attorney?
You can. Is that what you want?
She's smart.
Okay.
All right.
I just don't know if I go in private.
That's fine.
Will I be going home today?
No.
So will I be in jail? Do these type of things happen in public?
They don't have to be made public, but you've kind of been in the school industry long enough to know that when something happens at a school, letters end up having to go out and people ask questions.
It appears that Brittany Zamora is not in the mood to discuss any of this.
I'm not going to ask you any more questions because you said you wanted an attorney, so did you have any more questions for me?
What are the next steps?
You're going to
The
jail.
next step is basically you do go to jail tonight. I submit some paperwork.
I'm little. They're gonna tear me apart.
So what? You gotta go.
If you have problems with somebody, you can voice that to somebody, okay? And if there are problems, they can isolate you.
How long do I stay in jail for?
Basically, the way it usually happens is you go down there and you see an IA judge within 12 hours, and that judge will determine what they want to do.
Okay.
And so they will determine if they are going to let you out on a certain amount of bond.
Okay.
And they make that determination on, kind of how.
I am the best husband in the world.
Okay.
So
Well,
shame.
what's that?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Brittany Zamora, the pretty teacher with the best husband in the world, is booked into the Maricopa County Jail, and her story makes
That nigga just the best. His ass involved with this shit.
national news. How could someone who seems to have it all just throw it all away for a 13-year-old boy?
Man.
It's a question that even today boggles the mind as we see more and more female teachers, people who have sworn to nurture and protect children, preying on their own students. In 2019, Brittany Zamora pleaded guilty to 3 felony charges, including public sexual indecency. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. She's scheduled to be released in March 2038.
Damn.
Zamora and her husband
We
are
already
now
in
divorced.
2026.
And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. Remember, you can always catch us on YouTube, and you can always watch us and listen to us on Spotify. We'll see you.
That was good. That was good, man. First thing first, I want to say that shit was wrong, man. She bogus as hell. She shouldn't have done that, her overgrown self. All that shit I said was just a young kid in me, the the young kid, little kids. Sometimes little boys always fantasize about their teacher, man. That just is what it is, folks. But, what she did was totally wrong, man. She shouldn't have done that. She threw away her whole life for a little kid, folks. She already did 10. It's 2026. She got 10 more to go, 2036, folks. Talking about they gonna tear me up in jail. Yeah, that's what they gonna do. That's what you wanted to get teared up. Talking about she got the best husband. You got the best husband, but you went to a 13-year-old boy. You ain't even go to another nigga. You went to another little boy. That's crazy, folks. That mean this little boy giving you what this grown ass nigga couldn't give you. Should have divorced him, folks. If y'all not happy in a relationship, leave that nigga or leave that woman. Staying in a unhappy relationship ain't good. It lead you to do crazy stuff like this. Now, I must admit she beautiful. She look like she can get any man she want, folks. Like, what the fuck? You got a little boy. That's crazy to me, folks. Like, shit. And for the little boy ain't do nothing wrong. You feel me? I know his parents then blew his spot up and stuff, but damn, man. Oh, hey, I know he the man right now, but he ain't the man, folks. Cause that type shit shouldn't make you the man. But then again, it kind of do. But I know it's wrong. But sometimes it's right. But sometimes it ain't never right. It ain't never right for somebody to rape anybody, folks. I mean, it seemed like he knew, even though she groomed him and shit. Cause it could have been a 12-year-old little girl that he was talking to, you know. You feel me? So, but he engaged in it a little bit, but I mean, it's still making wrong cause she grown and he a kid, folks. So at the end of the day, it's wrong. Straight up and down, it's wrong. But I'm just saying, you feel me? I ain't just saying, I'm saying it's wrong. But you know, man, she crazy, folks. She crazy, man. She done lost her whole life over this shit, folks. I don't think it was worth it, folks. The way she in her mug shot still smiling, it's like she'll do it again. She crazy as hell, folks. Like that. Hey, y'all need to get that out. OG got that what is called Santry app or something. Y'all need to go back in the video and get that out, folks. That was a good app, folks. It help you watch your kids, folks. I feel like that's raw. That's a raw app right there, folks. So make sure y'all go download that app, man. I want y'all to comment down below was she wrong or right. She wasn't right, but comment how wrong she was, folks. Like, is she, you know, tell me why she was wrong type shit. But y'all already know it's your boy Redhandedtv. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to today's video. We gonna keep these coming, man. I like doing all these different type of videos so y'all can hear these different type of stories, folks. I like watching these type of stuff because it show you what's going on in life, folks. What's going on, what the people got going on out here, folks. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all tune in 6 o'clock every day, folks. New episode. Turn on notification bells. It's your boy Redhandedtv. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'm out of here, gang. Yeah. I want the money and the cars. I don't want the fame, nigga. My life gon' be the same, but I won't never change. Run that money up, now they upset. I know it make them mad when they see that we up next. On these rappers' ass, got my foot up on all next. You niggas get in that room, turn the bitches, y'all love the gossip. Headaches from these heartaches. I'm so numb to this shit. I'm so numb to this shit.
I'm so numb to the pain, lost my brothers to the game. Shit'll never be the same. It'll never be the same.